Hey guys, so I've just done a book haul on my channel and it's a new series. So every time I go and get new books, I will be showing them off here on YouTube. And I just love supporting indie authors such as myself. They were in my basket forever and I finally got them. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, this is another new series on my channel and it's to do with my books, and I'm just going to go through these books as these are the single ones that I have done over the years, but I won't be doing them in years of order. So yeah, I'm just going to pause what I'm watching so I can show you, even though it's on mute, but you know, it's 9:0210 and it's Liam Court. So the first one is My Best Friend's Brother, and Jodie, who is 7, idolises her brother Drew and decides to go on a walk. But a 7-year-old normally doesn't have a phone, so I didn't have a phone when I was 7, so I based that on my childhood, you know. So she goes for a walk and she ends up being lost. But then she finds a way to get home, and Drew is over the moon to see her, even though she is a little pain. The parents of Drew and Jodie were never mentioned, but I have a feeling they're not around. So I did do that in 2014 though, so I was at school. So this one is Dear Kieran. Now this one is a favourite. Charlie writes to her boyfriend when she has to move away, and she jumps to conclusions that Kieran has got a new girlfriend and has to figure out a way to get him back and to move back. But what she doesn't know is that Kieran doesn't have a girlfriend and hasn't moved on, and he has a big surprise for her. He is moving to New York as he's got a job there, and he misses Charlie too much. How adorable is that? Now this one is a favourite because this is my very, very, very first book, and I did this in 2010, and it's sort of like a retelling of Cinderella, but not my own version, if you see what I mean. So Emma lives with her evil stepsisters, Kelly and Abby, and her stepmother, and does all the chores all day. Does Kelly and Abby's chores all day. Lives like a servant, but when she gets to the ball, thanks to her fairy godmother, she loses a glass slipper. Will the prince be able to find her before it's too late? Now this is a 2010 book, so I'm assuming that the Prince Charming isn't Harry Styles, which I'm madly in love with, by the way. So yeah, this is starting fresh, and Jade lives with her mother and younger brother Joey and sister Eleanor, but her mum gets remarried just after her father gets into a car accident and is killed. Jade gets taken into care after social services find out that Jade has been raising Eleanor and Joey all on her own. She meets a lot of friends and a guy called Connor Baker, who she grows to have feelings for. She wants to start fresh with her brother and sister, but will she ever see her mother again? Story of Us. When Taylor starts college with her twin sister Rose and her boyfriend Lucas, Rose's boyfriend by the way, Lucas ends up having feelings for Taylor and Taylor has feelings for Lucas. What is Taylor gonna do? But what Lucas doesn't know is that Rose is cheating on him. Didn't say anything, nothing at all. Did I tell you I love you? Now this is In the Eye of a Boy, and David Williams starts college and ends up falling in love with Molly, but he realises that she doesn't love him. Ouch. That's rejection. That's got hurt. So Noe's perfect. Gemma Charles and her older sister Zoe do not get along at all. And their big brother is always in the middle of their arguments and must sort it out. When they move house, Zoe wants to have her own room, but so does Gemma. This is Sky Blue. Sky Blue lives with her evil stepfather and has to flee to the New Woods when she gets scared. Ella Rose's story. This is like a Cinderella based story. So Ella Rose and Harry do all the housework and live with their dad. It is up to Ella Rose and big brother Harry to stand up to their father and tell him what would your wife think of you treating us as slaves. Will Ella Rose's father rethink and be more like a father to Ella Rose and Harry? This book was written in 2010. Secrets and Lies. This one is a favourite. Megan has always adored her dad, but something is going on between her dad and her big sister Jess, but she can't find out what it is. Is Jess gonna leave and move to America with Megan's mum, or is something else going on? And something is going on with Megan's dad. Has her dad got a secret that he wouldn't tell Megan? And yes, everyone has got a secret and all lying to Megan. But when Megan finds out that her dad has got a girlfriend and Jess is getting married, she changes her mind and it's safer if she doesn't come between her family and their secrets. The first time. Now this was a part of a story competition that I entered and I came second. So Genevieve starts a new school and ends up falling in love for the first time, even though she's grieving for the loss of her brother. Sleeping Star. Emily Forrest's life story, but 1 and 2 inside. Now Autumn, that's a big. What's it so big? Autumn Rowe is 7 years old and believes in all things magical and make-believe. and her family and friends' parents surprise Autumn and her friends with a day out for a picnic in the enchanted forest. Autumn and her friends start to play hide and seek and get lost in the magical enchanted forest. They end up meeting the Queen Fairy who is leaving the forest, and there's an evil fairy queen who happens to be the good fairy's queen sister. Who will take over the forest as the new fairy queen? Can Autumn and her friends save the forest and the magical enchantress, the magical creatures that live in the enchanted forest, before it's too late? I wrote this in 2017. It's quite big, isn't it? If I can remember correctly, it is 22 chapters. Now this is the first ever adventure. This has got all 10... No, hang on. This isn't meant to be in the pile, so ignore what I just said. So they are all my single books that I can... There's probably more over there, but that's another day for another video. Obviously there's going to be another video. I tend to write series like possibly from 2010 to 2014 I did single books because I was in school and I wanted to concentrate on school than to do this. And then 2015 I was in college, but I did do series. So I did Happily Ever After was my first book that I did in college. That took me a year to write because it's so big. I kind of accidentally did 70 chapters. But yeah, it's all good.